Aim of the experiment is to measure a dielectric constant of given sample. These are the apparatus. These two are the sample of which we have to measure the dielectric constant. And this dielectric constant kit and these are the plates of capacitor. No. This is E is a permittivity, and E0 is permittivity of free space vacuum, and E is permittivity of material, and the ratio of these two permittivity is ER, ratio of permittivity, that is dielectric constant. And do not confuse this ER with the permittivity of a material. ER means a ratio of permittivity of material to the permittivity of vacuum. We know this E0, value of E0, and suppose this is a capacitance of capacitor. Suppose this is a capacitance of capacitor when having permittivity E0 between E0 between two plates of capacitor, plates, and A is area, D is distance between two plates, and the capacitance of capacitor will be E0 equals to C0 equals to E0 A divided by D, and ER from this we have ER equals to E by E0 equals to, similarly when there between two plates we have a material having permittivity E. In that case we have E same area by D divided by E0 A divided by D will be ER, because capacitor is same, so area and separation will be equals. You cancel, remains E0 which is equal to ER. That gives C. This is C divided by C0 equals to ER. And since we don't know the value of this E, so we calculate this value of C with the help of standard capacitor CS, and which is given by CS equals C equals to this C equals to capacitance of standard capacitor, potential difference between two plates of standard capacitor divided by potential difference between two plates of this capacitor. And for this derivation you can see in manual, it is given there. Now first we calculate the capacity, this C naught, and then we will, with the help of this standard capacitor, we will calculate value of C. From that we will find, from this ratio we will find ER. And I forgot to mention earlier in the apparatus, this vernier calipers and the screw gauge. These two also we need for this experiment, so you can add in the apparatus. This is vernier calipers and screw gauge. Measure for the diameter. This is for diameter, and again note down this value. And again we have measured here already. Next time we can measure here. And mean of this two diameter will be the actual diameter for the calculation. Or we can measure one reading for this and another reading for this. Radius of both the plates are equal. Next is we need a separation. Suppose this is we have a glass. Inside the material is glass, and there are two capacitors. So separation of these two plates will be the thickness of this glass. Now measure the thickness of this glass using screw gauge. Take a 2 or 3 readings at a different place. This is the diameter for plate. Capacitor का plate है, इसका diameter we have measured. From this diameter there are two readings. We have taken a mean, and from this mean we will take radius. And thickness for glass. when we insert a for this glass को लागि चाहिँ we have to this plate capacitor we are using same capacitor for glass and backlight, so radius will be same, दुईटाको लागि radius will be same, but thickness it depends on medium glass को thickness मा depend गर्छ separation चाहिँ plate को separation. So for thickness for this separation we have to measure separately for glass को लागि, because separation of this glass and this backlight is यसको thickness different छ. Plate को diameter is same for both of this material, thickness different हुनु कारणले for that reason glass को लागि एउटा thickness we have taken, and for this backlight thickness is 3.83 millimeter, centimeter मा 0.383 cm, and from this formula it can reduce A को A for this A area pi r square put गरेर E naught को value, put the E naught value of E naught, we will find this formula. Radius, this is diameter, denominator मा 836 and unit is nanofarad. Highlight मजाले गरेछु, so you can see अलिक भए पनि clearly देख्छ. I will give you photo of this data everything. You can see there clearly. यहाँ अलिक राम्रो देखेको छैन. From that we can calculate C naught. Now we have table here. There are two materials, glass or backlight, and we will calculate VDC, VSC. This is VSC by VDC, and we will find VSC by VDC, and CSC it is known, it is given. So we will find the value of this capacitor with the help of this table. For that, first connect these two . U beta DC laser for dielectric constant we have to connect this. यसमा चाहिँ if you want to put an external capacitor we can so we can place here, and for this dielectric constant measurement को लागि यसमा connect यहाँबाट गर्नु, and you have to keep in mind that glass को लागि we are measuring the dielectric constant for glass. In that case it has to be completely between these two plates बीच मा चाहिँ there has to be a glass, completely glass नै हुनु पर्यो. It's not like this. यसो गरे नि half of them यहाँ it is air. I will show you. See here, in some portion it is air and half, more than half is glass. In that case at the material permittivity of half of this material is of air and half of this is glass. Isma it will be wrong. Material बीचमा completely material, and it's okay outside यो बाहिर बाहिर आछ यु क्यान बाहिर बाहिरको केही छोडिदिनु बाहिर हुँदा पनि हुन्छ नहुँदा पनि हुन्छ जस्ट इनसाइड यो जति पनि प्लेट्स एरिया छ इनसाइड अफ द्याट एरिया इट हेज टु बी त्यही मेटेरियल नै कम्प्लिटली हुनुपर्छ अफ विच वी आर मेजरिङ द डाइलेक्ट्रिक कन्स्टेन्ट there is switch यसो गऱ्यो भने we will calculate the voltage across these two plate यहाँदेखि यहाँ top of this middle one lower one top of this lower one plate को top र bottom of this topper one को plate को voltage चाहिँ we will measure from here it is 2.7 volt unit voltage and switch माथि गरेपछि 0.65 volt यो चाहिँ standard capacitor is inside this kit for that voltage is 6.5 and from here we can change the different standard capacitor. There are three capacitors SC3, SC1 and SC2 for glass and bakelite which has a low dielectric constant. For that select SC1. It is given in a manual and for high जसको चाहिँ high dielectric constant छ for that select SC2 and I don't know about this SC3 so leave it अहिले for both we have two samples here glass and bakelite we will select SC1 and again I forgot to tell you one more thing यस्तो पनि हुनु भएन it is also there is also air gap between these two in this case there will be some change in voltage take a 3 readings and yes sir practical From this table we have average BSC by BDC for glass, and for this backlight 0.836. table which you feel comfortable you can make, किनभने I have आफ्नै बनाएको यो मलाई comfortable लाग्यो भनेर. You can make it separately for glass एउटा table, for backlight separately different table. And from this R and D we have calculated the C naught of the for backlight. It is 1.0266 into 10 to the minus 2 and nanofarad. Formula ma it is from this it is unit is nanofarad. We have calculated and verified. Why I am telling you this is because in the manual in some parts it is given picofarads and in some calculation it is nanofarad, so you will be confused there. It is nanofarad. And for glass C naught is this 10 to the minus 2 nanofarad. I have calculated radius was in centimeter and separation was in millimeter. I have calculated by converting in meter. Meter ma convert garera gareko. And this is C. For backlight we have this. And CSC value of CSC is 250 picofarad. It is given in manual also, and CSC2 is 22 nanofarad. But we need this only. For this PZT sample was there, for that we need this. And in future if you exam ma तिमीहरुलाई यो दियो भने you याद गर्नु, this is in picofarad. You need to convert in nanofarad or त्यसै गरेर you can compare. And यति भयो. C ER is from that dielectric constant is this C divided by C naught, 15.026 nanofarad divided by यति. Both of them unit is nanofarad, same unit and ER is a ratio of permittivity, so there will be no unit के हुँदैन, just a number. For glass we have find this 5.148 nanofarad. This is not a value of E, this is C ko value. And ER from this C we have find 80. Again this is a ratio, unit छैन. And write this result. The dielectric constant of backlight and glass were कति कति पाएको थियो, this and this respectively लेख्यो. This much for this practical. If you have any doubt you can ask in the WhatsApp group मा भन्नु सरलाई and I will clear गर्छु. Thank you.